Relative dry condition, especially over much of the southern part of the country.
Due to the low rainfall pattern experienced this year, the water levels at the Kariba Dam has reduced.
Any sector that is expected to have a deficit, we shall look at importing additional electricity, including rationing electricity.
Importing, okay, we're importing.
Currently, the country has been experiencing load shedding in intervals of 8 hours. So right now I'm sitting outside, there's no electricity. So currently for the area that I'm in, load shedding starts at 2 p.m. and ends at 10 p.m. So it's an 8-hour interval. Then it switches, goes to another area. So different areas have different schedules, but each area experiences 8 hours of load shedding. So this started as a joke. A few weeks ago I saw a post on the internet, I think it was from the Ministry of Energy or something, I can't really remember. But it was like load shedding will be back in 2024, March, starting March 11th. That was this Monday. I thought it was a joke, like, whoa, 8 hours. I thought it was a big joke. Didn't even take it seriously. But then as the weeks got closer, it became reality. And right now, there's no power. One of the main reasons for this load shedding is that Zambia heavily relies on hydroelectric power. Zambia gets its electricity from the Cambofoto Dam, which was built between 1955 and 1959. Then the Cambofoto Gorge was built in 1973, but then it started supplying power in 1976. So these hydroelectric dams are quite old. Very, very old. And it produces about 900 megawatts of electricity. So the problem is, during the past couple of years, the country has experienced very low rainfall, causing these dams to produce very little electricity, hence causing load shedding because the power plants cannot produce enough electricity for the whole country. So hence, the schedule of load shedding begins. Another reason for load shedding is that the country lacks other alternative sources of electricity. Solar is still kind of new to the country, but it's being introduced slowly. But if we talk about wind energy and other energies, they're not really being used. We rely heavily on hydroelectricity. And I think this is one of the other factors that has heavily affected the country. Yesterday I was thinking about it. I was like, what if Zambia had like a nuclear power plant, like we've heard of these that are there in Russia and in some other parts of Europe where they use hydroelectricity. But then I thought, it's not bad, but if you look at the water, but if you look at the wastewater that is produced from such power stations, it's very toxic for the environment. So I thought, it would really be bad for the environment and maybe very, very costly for the environment. Something else that causes load shedding is the poor maintenance of equipment. I think that should have been 2020 or 2021. I remember there was a post online, I think from the president, where he was saying the state of the power equipment and the machinery and the infrastructure is very, very poor. It needs to be rehabilitated. They need to buy new stuff and replace old parts because, this hydroelectric dam is really, really, really old. So there needs to be maintenance and replacement of various parts that are needed. Another thing is theft, especially during this time of load shedding. Theft really happens. The people like going to steal the power cables, the transformers, and some really, really target the transformer oil. This guy would destroy a machinery that costs maybe $10,000 for something that costs like $500, just for the oil. And this oil is being sold in the communities whereby people dilute their oil with the transformer oil, then sold around in communities. So in some communities, you have to be very careful about the kind of cooking oil that you're using because it can be diluted with transformer oil and they look a bit the same. Sometimes you can't really even tell the difference. Maybe from smell, yes, you can tell, but consistency and color, it's just the same as ordinary cooking oil. And when I think about the situation is I think we need new or alternative sources of electricity in the country. I think that would be a better thing. Apart from that, I don't know. I'm going to continue enjoying my candlelight dinners. I know this is just for people like us having that kind of romantic dinner with the candle lights and everything, you know. But again, there are people on the internet who think this is a political thing. They think it's political, where they're saying, the ruling party wants this to happen and that to happen. But just look around, just go outside. Go to the farming areas and see how the plants are really struggling because of low rainfall. I know, the farm where I go to where they're experiencing low rainfall. So the plants, you know, they're struggling. And this is happening around the country. People are really struggling. Farmers are really struggling. Anyway, people, that's all for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And if I got anything wrong, correct me. And remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll catch you in my next video. Peace.